If you're agronomically savvy and you're trying to build a chemical application plan for next year's crops, and you want to see all the different options FBN has to offer without necessarily speaking to an FBN rep or an FBN agronomist, check out AcrePlan. It's a digital chem planning tool to walk you through the thought process of what an agronomist thinks of when they're building a plan for a certain crop at a certain time. You can find AcrePlan on the homepage. Looking at this main menu here, you can scroll down and find AcrePlan, or my preferred way of navigating, if you find the green bar up at the top, it'll always be there as well, AcrePlan. So AcrePlan, the only digital chem planning and purchasing tool. It's broken out based on crop, so start by selecting what crop you're going to be growing, let's say corn, and then you enter how many acres you've got. From there, you choose what application timing you're looking to build. This time of year, a lot of folks are looking at their spring pre-emerge plan. So you select this drop down and walk through the step-by-step process, interacting with every single step that you might be looking for. So start with Group 9 and Group 5 essential herbicides. This is what most agronomists will tell you. Glyphosate for your burn down and atrazine for additional burn down, and some residual broadleaf control as well. So I'm going to select glyphosate, our Glypho 5 formulation, and atrazine. I'm going to add it to my program, and it will automatically calculate how much I need for 650 acres. If I want to adjust the rates, I can do that, and I'll show that below. Step 2, select one of your preferred chemistries from Group 15 residuals, right? So Group 15s provide residual grass control, right? Atrazine won't do that, primarily broadleaf control. So which one's your preference? Maybe if you're out west, you prefer acetochlor. Maybe if you're further east or in the Midwest, you prefer S-metolachlor. Zidua and Outlook, currently unavailable, but if we ever get it online, it'll be here as an option as well. You only need one of these, so I'm going to select S-metolachlor. I might modify my amount a little bit. I've got light sandy soil, so I'll only use a pint of that rather than 1 1/3. All right. Step 3, select one of your preferred chemistries from Group 27. So this provides residual control of broadleaves, not covered by Group 5 or Group 15 chemistries, right? So that's our mesotrione, our tembotrione, Laudis. Again, one of those products we're looking to source, and if we can get it, it'll be on here as an option, but we've got two good options here as well. And I'm not going to do a post-emerge of mesotriones. I'm going to bump this rate up and put it all down pre-emerge. Okay. Add that to my program. Step 4, consider adding a Group 4 herbicide for burn down. Okay, this is an optional step. If I've got a really bad broadleaf problem already growing in the spring, maybe I've got a no-till operation going and I need that enhanced burn down, I can add one of these Group 4s. That'd be a dicamba, a 2,4-D type of product. I don't necessarily need that for my program, so I'm gonna skip that step. Consider adding a Group 3, Group 14 herbicide for additional residual control, right? You can just read through the descriptions here. It's like a consultation with an agronomist without an agronomist, right? So you can go through all these different options, including adding an adjuvant, right? Adjuvants are complex. There's a lot of them. This market has changed a lot in recent years. So we've got some, little breadcrumb trails here on what do adjuvants do, what adjuvants does FBN have, and generally what are they. If you're looking for a surfactant, look for the Inzorb products. If you're looking for AMS or other water conditioners, look for the Even products, right? And you'll find a whole list of products in here. If you haven't heard about Sizzle just yet, it's a great adjuvant we've got that's really good for burn downs and pre-emerge programs. It increases the speed of glyphosate kill. So I'm going to add some Sizzle to my program there. And step 7, consider adding a biostimulant. This is again an optional step here, but these biostimulants are curated based on their application timing. So Catalyst is one of those products, stimulates soil microbe activity, enhances residue breakdown. Inhabit Boost is a good product for fertility enhancements, making it stick around in the soil longer because of the humic acids it contains. If that's not right for your program this year, you can skip that step as well. This will calculate your price per applied acre all along the way, so $18.54 and per acre. And if you like that, you can add it to your cart, and it goes straight to your cart. Now the cool part is, in addition to going through all of that, you don't have to start over every single time. If you like that program, it worked out pretty well for you last year, and you just want to add all the same stuff to your cart this year, or maybe you do want to make 1 or 2 small changes. If you go up to shopping lists, it will have kept track of what program you built and what rates you used. Here was the date I built it. This was my corn spring pre-emerge plan, and here it is, right? I had used Sizzle as my adjuvant, Glypho 5, Atrazine, Miso, and S-Mod. Let's say I didn't get good grass residual control, so I wanted to modify that rate and bump it back up. You can do that here. And let's say you did want to add some dicamba because you had some broadleaf issues early in the season. You can add it to your list here. 600 acres of corn. To match the rest of the list. And there it is. So it's a great way to explore the different options FBN has, build your own plan to control broadleaves, grasses in a burn down type approach, and grasses and broadleaves in a residual type approach. So if you haven't looked at AcrePlan, but you want to explore the different options, check it out at FBN.